All right, everybody, looks like we're live. Welcome to the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. This is round 4, the M99 GRAFX 125 Showdown. We are at beautiful New Smyrna Speedway for a 125 lap race around this 0.48 mile track. We are in the middle of a 2-lap lone qualifier. The top 6 are going to advance on pace alone into that feature race, but the bottom 16 are going to move on to a heat race to set the bottom half of the grid. I want to take this opportunity to thank our wonderful sponsors. That's ReScreened LLC. If you're in the Southwest Florida area in need of a pool enclosure, check out ReScreened LLC. They're offering a 3-year warranty with a bubble-free guarantee. Thanks to ReScreened LLC for supporting the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. I will take this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Jay Bast, and joined with me up in the booth is Brady Powers. How you doing tonight, Brady?
You know, we're chilling tonight. We're having a good night.
Good to hear. We are all set for a wonderful night of racing action here at New Smyrna. Jacob Bradley is up there in race control, watching with a hawk eye. I want to thank M99 GRAFX as well for being the title sponsor of this race. Check out M99 GRAFX at Instagram, M99_GRAFX. And our setups are provided by Team 53. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/Team53WI. If you're interested in getting involved in the Backmarkers League, we've got our Facebook page at facebook.com/BackmarkersRacing, as well as our Discord, discord.gg/BackmarkersRacing. Looks like few more cars out on track, still finishing their qualifying laps. 1 minute left in the session. Our winner last week, Tyler Barnett in that 13 machine, putting it on provisional pole with an 18.31. I think he's going to be a strong contender for this race as well here at New Smyrna. What do you think, Brady? Who's your pick for tonight?
I think Tyler Barnett's looking pretty fast, qualified with the 18.318. Robert Brope's looking to be pretty quick with 18.386. No, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a long shot here, go down the list a little bit. Blake Hoppy, 18.442. I think he's a favorite tonight.
I think that is a very interesting prediction, Brady, and simply because Blake Hoppy is famous among the Backmarkers League for just being a tire whisperer and saving his tires the whole way through the race. And I chatted a little bit with some of the drivers before the race here in their practice session, and they were telling me that this track loves to eat tires. So you might be onto something with Blake Hoppy's track record for saving tires. So he'll definitely be one to watch, starting in that 5th position. His qualifying time was an 18.44, not too far off of the pole sitter. Looks like we're going to line up for that heat race number 1 now.
Also, a big favorite of mine tonight. I'm thinking Johnny Rapp's going to do good tonight. He started second in the first heat. Pretty fast guy. I know racing against him a lot.
Johnny Rapp is always a solid call. Absolutely. Strong contender all the way. Cars are lining up behind that safety car right now. And they're rolling off. Stephen Heitz is going to start on pole position for this 20-lap heat race to set the grid from 6th on down. Johnny Rapp is going to line up right next to him in that first row, followed by Jared Merchant, Sam Stoner, Dade Grajewski, Jacob Sadowski, Todd Schott, Clifton Simmons, Jackson Samsel, Derek Catt, Andrew Cowell, Caleb Durgan. Strong field for this heat race. 20 laps on the board. The lights go out on the pace car. Johnny Rapp doing some tire warming on that outside line.
Looks like a lot of tires, little bits and pieces of tire up there. Might be a interesting little combo. If you try to run the high line here, you might get eaten up by some debris up there.
Absolutely, that bottom line is definitely preferred. So we'll see how Stephen Heights gets his start as the pace car peels off into the pit lane. 51 of Stephen Heights is going to get a great launch, but Johnny Rapp is there on the outside, just about even. Taking the long way around, the 51 just about clears him, but Johnny Rapp's coming around on the outside. He gets a good launch on the exit of the corner. Jared Merchant back there in that P3 spot in that yellow Penske 2 car, slotting in. Everybody.
Very steeped baking track. Oh, we got a wreck.
Well, looks like it was Jackson Samsel and the 0-0 of Todd Schott involved in that one.
Looks like Jackson gave him a little bit of a bump in the corner and
pull up
a little bit too much for Mr. Todd.
You got it absolutely right, Brady. Jackson just gives Todd a little bit of a tap in the rear. 43 and 18 also involved as well, getting caught up in that. Andrew Cowell and Derek Catt. Unfortunate to see so early on. Our first caution of the night. Lap 4 of this heat race. Stephen Heights still leading, holding on to it. Johnny Rapp holding on to that P2 position as well, followed by Jared Merchant and Sam Stoner on that second row. Sam Stoner holding on well to that 4th spot. He got a decent start, was able to slot on down into that single file line so everybody could grab that preferred inside line. I'll take a second to thank Team 53, the provider of the setups that our drivers are using tonight for these late models. Team 53 provides Asphalt setups for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Driver coaching is also available as well to help you get faster on iRacing. You can catch team owner Justin Laxton racing this summer in a late model, both on iRacing and in real life. Visit facebook.com/team53wi for more information on setups and coaching and to follow along with his racing journey. The lights on the pace car are out. One more to go. Stephen Heights and Johnny Rapp lining up on that first row, followed by Sam Stoner and Stephen Merchant, Dade Grajewski and Jacob Sadowski lining up on the 3rd row as well. A bit of a blink for Dade in that 6 car. Hopefully that doesn't affect the drivers too badly. Pace car peels off.
Green, green, green.
51 is going to get a good jump. He just about clears Johnny Rapp going on into turn 1. Jared Merchant still trying to keep in touch with Johnny Rapp in that 52 car. Sam Stoner still on the outside of the 2 car of Jared Merchant.
I think this is almost a 2-groove track with that banking. Looking like you can hold your own up there.
Another bit of feedback I got from the drivers was when you have fresh tires, the outside line can work just a little bit, but it really eats them up. So Sam Stoner is going to try his best to find some space on that inside line.
He doesn't want to be up there for too long, though. Those tires are gone. They're gone. You can't do anything about it.
Absolutely right. But this is just a 20-lap sprint race, a little heat race here. So tire wear is less of a factor. Sam Stoner is still going for it. Jared Merchant able to just about clear on the inside line.
You get a car in the wall on the infield. You got a back rolling though, Derek Catt. Got a little loose coming out of 4 there, and I think the tires are just getting hot.
Oh, and the caution is out again.
Clifton Simmons and Andrew Cowell got into it on the front stretch.
That was Derek Catt doing some rallying, it looks. Let's see if we can check out what happened to Andrew Cowell here. Oh no! He's off on the grass into the wall with Clifton Simmons there in the 38. Didn't quite see what happened there.
Looks like Andrew just got a little loose and got turned around.
A little further back and take a look at Andrew Cowell. Once again, you got it right. Andrew Cowell just gets a little bit loose in that 43 car, and Clifton Simmons has nowhere to go. Unfortunate to see, but caution is out. Looks like both of them are going to get rolling once again. Not too much damage on these cars. They'll be able to pull out some spots and improve their starting position just a bit. Jackson Samsel doing a fine job in that 57 Backmarkers machine. Up 3 spots into P6 right now. Nice job. Top 4 are holding steady. That's Stephen Heights in that 51 machine. Johnny Rapp, Jared Merchant, and Sam Stoner rounding out the top 4. Jacob Sadowski in that 420 car in P5. Blue Miller Lite car looking great tonight. I do apologize if my voice is a bit off tonight. We were at the Long Beach Grand Prix this past weekend. Had a lot of fun, but got a little sunburned. Lost my voice a little bit. Shout out to Kyle Kirkwood for his first IndyCar win. Glad I could see it.
It was a good race.
That was a fantastic IndyCar race and an awesome IMSA race as well. Shout out to the Vassar Sullivan 14 Lexus for getting the win on Saturday. Looks like the lights on the pace car are out. Cars are just coming to the green right about now. Jared Merchant playing some mind games, getting in the mirror of the 51 car.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag is out. 51 gets an awesome launch. Holds a very tight line. 52 trying to get that momentum up a little bit higher. It's not going to work out for him, and Johnny Rapp is going to slot into that P2 position. Jackson Samsel made it up to P4. Jared Merchant falling back a couple of spots. Todd Schott in that 0-0 coming back strong into P6 as well. As a few cars brush the wall a little bit. Dade Grajewski in that 6 car hanging on to the outside line with the 420 of Jacob Sadowski on the inside. Looks like Dade has a little bit of damage on his right front as well. That might compromise his ability to hold that outside line as we come to 2 laps to go. Stephen Heights is going to hold on to the lead. Johnny Rapp is real close. Closing that gap just about 0.2 of a second. Across the line to start lap 19. That's 2 to go. Stephen Heights not putting a foot wrong here, holding on to that inside line beautifully. Looks like hooking a tire on the apron helps get a little bit of rotation as well, but maybe a little bit too much rotation as Johnny Rapp is trying to make that second groove work. Get a little momentum on the exit of the corners, but it's not going to be enough, and Stephen Heights is going to come around to the exit of turn 4 and take the win at heat race number 1. Grab that 7th spot for the feature race. Johnny Rapp is going to come home behind him. 2nd spot followed by Sam Stoner in the top 3 there. Awesome battle between these guys. Looks like Jackson Samsel is going to take P4 as well. That was an awesome result. Let's see if we can pull up some results from heat race 1. Sam Stoner taking that P3 spot. Jackson Samsel P4. Jared Merchant P5. Todd Schott, Jacob Sadowski, Dade Grajewski, Clifton Simmons, Derek Catt rounding out your top 10, and Andrew Cowell and Caleb Durgan coming home 11th and 12th after some incidents. Short little warm-up now for the drivers. 3 minutes in between sessions. We've seen it a few times this season. It's only round 4, but we are noticing a little bit of a pattern when it comes to drivers that are running in that first heat race and drivers that out-qualify it. Sometimes it looks like a little bit more practice, a few more laps in racing conditions really helps drivers learn the groove and understand where the grip is on the track and how to race other cars. Just that little bit extra practice really makes a big difference for some of these drivers. And we've seen it in the past at round 2, I believe. It was Brent Roberts that won the heat race and then went on to win the feature race as well. So we have seen it happen. Tyler Barnett looking strong once again this weekend, this Monday night. The fastest time of this warm-up session as well. Got to give a shout out to Robert Brobst and that beautiful number 5 machine. A solid P2 qualifying time got him out of the heat races this week. He is going to be very happy about that. Looks like he's got some real pace around this track, and hopefully he can bring the fight to Tyler. Last week we saw some dominating pace from that 13 machine of Tyler Barnett.
Anybody looking forward to seeing tonight in the victory lane?
I think this might be Tyler's race to lose. You know, he's looking strong all night. Looked great in practice. Was able to set that pole time. Now it looks like we are going to head into the race. Pace car is going to line up. If I can get my camera sorted out here, you will see Tyler Barnett and Robert Brobst lining up side by side on that front row. Followed by Kevin Baumler and Daniel Morris in 3rd and 4th spot. Sean Johnson and Stephen Heitz rounding out the 3rd row. Excuse me, that's Sean Johnson and Blake Hoppy in the 32 and 23 car next to each other. Very interested to see Robert Brobst start here. I've seen him get some awesome launches on some of these restarts here. And like I said, I think he can really bring the fight to Tyler tonight. And it looks like we may have lost Brady for a moment. Brady, are you there?
Oh, am I here?
Yeah, we got you loud and clear. You're back now.
Love when Discord does a little update in the middle of a race.
Nice. Well, you're back just in time to catch the lights on the pace car going out. Looks like we're going to go around.
Beautiful battle between Tyler Barnett and Robert Brobst, 2 great fast race car drivers. Leading up with the green flag right here. We're off. Tyler Barnett's getting that inside lane. We got about half a car length on Robert Brobst here. Going into turn 1. Robert's going to slide in behind Tyler Barnett. Looks like they're both going to line up equally. And looks like we got a little battle for
Kevin Baumler
here
on that inside. Sean Johnson on the outside, making it work. Starting to hassle that 84 Daniel Morris. Oh, a little bit of contact further back in the pack. Jackson Samsel gonna take a fender off of Blake Hoppy. Gonna get pushed up the track. Blake Hoppy in that 23 machine taking that inside line. Kevin Baumler losing a spot or two. Fighting with Sean Johnson in that beautiful 32 RC Cola machine, riding around the outside. He's able to hold his momentum really well. Let's see how long the tires last when you run that outside line. Johnny Rapp doing the same. Oh, and little tag of the wall outside of 2.
Cannot be good for Johnny Rapp there. That looks like a decent tap there on the wall. Gonna suffer some damage from that. Another big mover through this race so far, Jackson Samsel, starting 10th, already up to 7th. We saw him move from 9th to 4th the first heat race, 10th to 7th already. Only 5 laps into this main event. Where do you think he's going to end up?
Yeah, Jackson is really impressing me this time around. He's moved up a lot of spots. As you said, he's up to that 7th spot. I think if he can hold on to it in these long runs, I think Jackson is up for an awesome finishing position. Done some great points in the championship tonight. Check out the battle for the lead. Robert Bropst is super close to Tyler Barnett. Just about 2.5 tenths separating them. Robert opting for the tight exit there out of 4. Holding that inside line. Robert Barnett, or excuse me, Tyler Barnett. Let's take a look at their lap times here. Tyler setting the fastest lap of the race with an 18:47 on lap 5 there. It looks like he is slowly but surely pulling away from Robert Bropst in that 5 machine. Tyler doing what he does best. Pulling a gap and maintaining it. We'll be watching his tire wear closely. Trying to see if he can save his rubber as well. Speaking of tire savings, Blake Hoppy is down 3 positions to 8th spot now. But like I said earlier, he's known for saving his tires, and it's only lap 11 of 125. So a long way to go on this set of rubber. Blake Hoppy might just be biding his time, saving a little bit of tires, and getting ready to mount an attack for the last bit of the race. We'll keep an eye on him as Todd Schott gets around Stephen Heights in that 00 machine. Looking good. Rips it around the inside of 1 and 2. He's able to slot into line and pull away from that 51 machine. Sam Stoner in that 11th spot, looking good in his BMW late model. Always love to see. Shout out to Abe Kalufa in the YouTube chat there. Oh no! So we see the 84 of Daniel Morris and the 32 of Sean Johnson got into each other there. Let's see if we can get a replay. Incident. No, we need to go a little further back. See what caused that. Oh. A little too far there. 32 just looks on the inside of turn 3 and 4 and just gets the fender of the 84. A little too hot for the 32 car. Just turns him. Hope we can get an update from Jacob Bradley in race control for that one. I expect a penalty to be issued for that. So we pull back to your leader, the 13 car, Tyler Barnett, still looking strong in lap 16 here. Looks like Johnny Rapp is going to pull into the pits as well. lose out a few spots. Daniel Morris in that 84 car was able to get it moving, but it looks like a bit of damage on both the front right and left. He's got his work cut out for him to move back up the pack. 32 car moving to the back of the pack, likely got an end of line penalty for that incident. Hang on a second. Jackson Samsel is up 7 positions to P3 right now. Starting in the second row on the outside, right behind your leader, Tyler Barnett. Giving him a good tap just for good measure.
Wait for you to notice that one.
That was... I wasn't expecting that one, but I really should have been. As we come to the green flag, and Tyler Barnett's going to get an awesome jump off the outside this time, I guess with the worn-in tires on lap 18. The outside line gets stronger and stronger for the restarts. Interesting to see him move inside then outside. Gonna settle in. Jackson's gonna lose the spot to Kevin Baumler just for that podium position, but he's still there in that 4th spot. Todd Schott in the 00 white car you're looking at. He's also up 6 spots into P6. Started 12th. Looking good as the 51 of Stephen Heintz is going to tag the wall just a little bit there. Oh, and the caution is going to come out once again. Looks like Daniel Morris Jr. is involved here.
Looks like a piece of wreck here.
Oh, the 2 car is just going to get into the back of 420, and Dade Grajewski in that 6 car tries to check up, but 84 has nowhere to go. Just picks up his rear wheels and sends him flying. But it looks like we are going to get it rolling once again. The 420 car cutting through the grass. Dade unfortunately caught a bit of the wall trying to rejoin. It looks like he might have spun once again. Looks like he might lose a lap from this. Unfortunate to see. Jacob Sadowski, a lap down, heading up the field behind the pace car. Dade Grajewski also looks like he lost a lap. Unfortunate to see Johnny Rapp and Daniel Morris still in the pits. Hopefully their day is not over and they can get these cars back out on the track. Lap 22 of 125. Let's take a moment to thank M99 GRAFX for sponsoring this race. A special thanks to Logan Monteith. Check out the M99 GRAFX paint showroom on Instagram at M99_graphics. That's M99_GRAFX. And I gotta say, I am incredibly impressed by Jackson Samsel's performance here in that 57 Backmarkers machine, holding on to that 4th spot. I think if the outside line starts to move into his favor, he could really fight Captain Baumler in that 88 and maybe even challenge Robert Brobst and Tyler Barnett for the lead of this race. Let's see what he can do moving on. Blake Hoppy also snuck up there into that P5 spot. That's where he started, but if you'll remember, he lost a few spots, but now I think the saving tire strategy is coming into play, and he's going to slowly move his way back up the field as well. Looks like we're starting to write the threads for the stories that'll all come together at the end of this race. All these different strategies. I would be interested to see who takes tires as well. Shout out to Steve Loving in the YouTube chat. No, this is actually a W, Jackson, if you ask me. It's only lap 25. I don't want to put the old whammy on him, but I'm super impressed. Let's see what we can do as the lights on the pace car are going out. We are in turn 3 and 4. Tyler Barnett is going to push the field all the way up the track and get an awesome jump on green flag. Robert Brooks is just going to slot in behind, and it looks like Jackson cleared Kevin in that 88 machine. Jackson's not quite clear. He's looking for the spot on the inside. Kevin's going to give him the room and let him slot in. Blake Hoppy on the inside of that 00. Todd Schott going a little bit wide, but just managing to avoid the wall. Unlike Sam Stoner in that 65 machine, he gets a little bit of a scrape. Unfortunate to see, but back up into the lead. Tyler Barnett manages a 3/10, almost 4/10 gap. Top three are going to spread out. Oh no, and the yellow comes out once again. Looks like Clifton Simmons is involved. He is around and in the grass. Luckily, he can keep it rolling. Take a look at Clifton Simmons in this replay. Oh, a little too far forward. Let's see what caused that spin. The magic of iRacing replays. It looks like the 32 just gave him a little bit of help. 38 car of Clifton Simmons caught a little bit of oversteer on the exit of turn 4, and that checked him up. And Sean Johnson was there. He had nowhere to go. Wasn't able to check up in time and just helped him all the way around. Unfortunate to see, and that will cause another caution to come out. We should really keep count of those while we are in the track. In the race, rather. Tyler Barnett doing an awesome job to hold on to the lead of this race through several cautions. As you see, the 6 car of Dade Brzezinski getting the wave around. Looks like he might have been the lucky dog. Getting his lap back this time around. Jackson Samsel. Oh, he's my favorite for this race. So proud of that boy. 7 spots he's made up. Starting P10, he's currently in P3. Hang on to it. I want to see a good finish for Jackson.
I'm excited to see Jackson running up here.
I'm excited to see the battle between Tyler Barnett, Robert Brobst, and Jackson Samsel, as well as Kevin Baumler. He has had some awesome pace hanging on to this lead pack. The 00 of Todd Schott also matching Jackson's biggest mover record for +7. Shout out to Andrew Cowell as well, up 7 positions into that 10th spot. Sean Johnson in that beautiful RC Cola 32 car. He's had a bit of a rough day, a little bit of damage, a couple knocks and scrapes, but nothing he can't come back from. Sean Johnson doing an awesome job in that 9th spot. We've seen Tyler Barnett make mistakes in the late race when the tires really get worn. He's notorious in the paddock for burning his right rear. And that definitely exacerbates that oversteer issue. So he's going to have quite the challenge to hang on to the lead that he has. With Robert Brobst, Jackson Samsel, and Kevin Baumler all breathing down his neck. The lights on the pace car are out once again. He peels off into the pit lane. The green flag comes out. Tyler Barnett on the inside line this time gets an awesome jump. And Jackson Samsel's on the inside of Robert Brobst in the 5 car. Fighting for that 2nd spot. Go, Jackson! Look at him go. Robert Brobst just getting the better momentum on the outside. They're just about even going into 1 and 2. Right at the center of the corner, still even. Robert Brobst gets the better exit out of turn 2, is able to get into that 2nd spot and slot in behind Tyler Barnett. And that's going to put Jackson on the back foot and put him under pressure from Kevin Baumler in the 88 car. Kevin's going to try to stick his nose in where it doesn't belong. But Jackson doing a fine job hanging on. holding that position. Blake Hoppy back there in P5 as well, under pressure from Todd Schott. That 00 car. Kevin Baumler just taking a bit of the wall, and it looks like Blake Hoppy is going to follow him. No harm, no foul, just a little bit of a scrape. So we go back to the leader, Tyler Barnett. Just about a 3/10 lead. Robert Brobst is going to send it in real hard into turn 1. Close up that gap on entry, but Tyler Barnett gets the better exit and is able to open it back up. Oh, a little bit of a blink for Robert Brobst. Hopefully that doesn't affect them too badly. Jackson Samsel on the outside of Kevin Baumler. Leaving lots of room, trying to be as respectful as possible. But Jackson holds on to it. 23 car is going to squeeze his nose into the 88 as well, pushing Kevin onto that outside line. A little bit of a wall scrape as well for Robert Brobst, it seems. Jackson, Kevin, and Blake are having an awesome battle, but unfortunately that's going to invite the 00 of Todd Schott as well.
There's just some great battles going throughout the field.
This is one great fight for this third spot. Kevin's going to stick his nose into the inside of Jackson. It looks like the high line is not going to work for Jackson. He's losing a little bit of momentum.
Probably losing a little bit of too much tires up there. Can't control it.
I think so. Blake Hoppy looking on the outside of Kevin Baumler as well. The drivers just can't seem to settle in single file here as Sam Stoner takes a little bite out of the wall as well. Looks like Daniel Morris entered the pit lane. Perhaps fixing some earlier damage. Kevin Baumler and Blake Hoppy still side by side. 00 takes a little bit of the wall outside of turn 2. That seems to be a common occurrence in our drivers tonight. Blake Hoppy fighting for that 4th spot. On the inside, Kevin gets pushed really wide. That invites the 00 in as well. And 88 and 00 are gonna make contact. 88 blows his motor. Oh no. Just a little bit of a tap of the wall coming out of turn 2. That caused these two drivers to get together. 00. Doesn't seem like he realized the 88 blew his motor. 88's going to take that tow. Unfortunate to see. Let's grab a replay. Go back even a little bit further than this. It seemed to me like Kevin Baumler, it looks like he was trying to cross over on Blake Hoppy and get onto the inside, but he just wasn't quite clear of Todd Schott in that 00. And that hooked his fender around and sent him head first into the wall. That is not what you want to see, and unfortunately he needs to take that tow to fix his blown engine. I don't know if Kevin's going to be able to recover from there. See him in the pit lane here. Todd Schott as well. That is never what you want to see. Johnny Rapp, also another driver that spent a couple of trips down pit lane. He's been up and down the field all over the place. Once again, my attention turns to Jackson Samsel holding on to that 3rd spot. Great job from him in that 57 machine. Get back up into this correct spot. Robert Brobst, excuse me. Robert Brobst and Tyler Barnett hanging on to those 1 and 2 spots, putting on a great show for us, fighting for the lead the whole way around. Just crossed the line to start lap 49 of 125. Shout out to Jacob Sadowski up there, up 6 positions to P7 right now. Also a little bit of damage on that right front, but it doesn't seem to be hindering him too badly. A lot of drivers are making some early mistakes, touching a little bit of the wall. But so we're coming around to 1 to go. Tyler Barnett, Robert Brobst, Jackson Samsel, Blake Hoppy, Sean Johnson, excuse me, Stephen Heitz, their top 3 rows. Sam Stoner and Jacob Sadowski, row 4. The lights are out. A little bit of a blink again for Robert Brobst. Hopefully that resolves itself. The pace car is going to peel into the pit lane. Tyler again is going to get an awesome jump on that inside line. Jackson Samsel also getting a good start on the inside. Challenging Robert Brobst for that spot on the exit of turn 2. He's just about there, but Robert is going to forcefully take the inside line for turn 3 and 4. Blake Hoppy also on the bumper of Jackson Samsel, just looking for any space to get by him. Jackson doing an awesome job of making that late model as wide as possible. But unfortunately, just as I say that, Blake Hoppy sticks his nose in. Wow, does an awesome job hooking it around the inside to keep that momentum up. Just sticks it inside. Oh, and the yellow flag comes out once again. It looks like Sam Stoner's involved. It's off the track. Oh, and it's just a little bit loose on the exit of turn 4, and it's going to hook him all the way around. It's the wrong way. That start finish straight in that grass, trying to get it turned around. Hopefully you can keep it rolling without too much damage. A little bit of a crinkle on that right front. That's a common occurrence for most of these drivers. Everybody's dealing with a little bit of issues here. Nothing you can't handle. Looks like Tyler Barnett's gonna fake a pit entry there. Try to juke some of his competitors into taking an unnecessary pit stop. Bit late there. It did pop up on my timing screen. Hey Taylor, happy Monday night racing. Jackson's still hanging on to that P3 spot. Blake Hoppy up 1 position from his starting spot of P5 up to P4 now. Sean Johnson doing an awesome job hanging on to P5 with a bit of front end damage. He was involved in one of the earlier race cautions, but has staged an awesome recovery.
One car that I told you guys to watch earlier. He's still up there. Blake Hoppy, P4. Loving seeing him up there. Loving that STP car. I feel like he gets by Jackson Samsel here. He's gonna slot in that 3rd spot and chill there until he makes a move on the leaders.
I think you're right. I think that's his plan, but I don't think Jackson's gonna let it happen. Jackson's been doing an awesome job of making that car as wide as possible, and he's been getting some great jumps on the restarts as well. As long as he's on that inside line, I think he can make something happen here. My money's on Jackson Samsel for this race. Let's throw another quick thank you to ReScreened LLC. They provide pool enclosures and lanais in the Southwest Florida area. Big thanks to David White and ReScreened for supporting us as the title sponsor of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Once again, this is round 4. Lights are out on the pace car, lap 58 of 125. We're going to come around to turn 3. Cars are going to line up for this restart. Pace car is going to peel off into the pit lane. The green flag is out. Jackson getting an awesome start on the inside of that second line. Robert Bropes making the outside line work, though, keeping up his momentum. Still on the door of Tyler Barnett, fighting for the lead of this race. He's going to hang it around the outside, send it in real deep, and try to hang on to the momentum on the exit of turn 4. He's still there. Tyler is not clear of Robert just yet as they come around turn 2 once again onto the back stretch. They're just about even. Wow, this is a crazy fight. Oh, and it looks like Blake Hoppy just about gets around Jackson Samsel. Tyler Barnett hanging on to that inside line for the lead, though. But Robert in that 5 machine still there. Still keeping that spotter active. Oh, and 5 car's just going to slot into the back of 13. Get a little bit of oversteer on the exit of turn 4, and that's going to invite Blake Hoppy to send it up the inside, but he's just not close enough. That little wiggle from Robert was enough for Tyler to get his 3/10 lead. He's driving away as Robert Bropes just tags the outside wall out of turn 4 with his rear right. Still looks to be in good shape, though, as Blake Hoppy's breathing down his neck. Sean Johnson's there as well. It looks like Jackson lost a couple spots on that restart. He's still up 5 positions from his starting spot into P5. Jared Merchant putting some pressure on him. Blake Hoppy racing Robert Bropes for that second spot, trying to chase down Tyler Barnett in the lead. He gets to the inside of Robert Bropes into turn 3. The inside line is going to work out for Blake Hoppy. Looks like he's just going to take that second spot, but Robert's fighting back into 1 and 2. He's on that outside line.
Jackson and Jared make contact. They are racing each other hard back here for P4 and P5.
Super tight.
I feel like Jackson lost his stuff here. And I don't think he has any tires left. Oh, Jackson gets touched and he gets turned.
Oh, no.
Oh, Dade gets collected.
Comes out for
Oh, we got more
Jackson.
wrecking. Oh, it's almost a track blocker.
Oh, no. A lot of crashes here. Let's take a look at a replay. Again, a bit too far forward. It looks like the 51 is just going to tag the rear axle of Jackson in that 57, and yeah, bit of a mess here at turn 1 and 2. Looks like a few cars are involved. 420 car stopped on the side of the track. The 43 of Andrew Cowell backing up and tagging another car as well. Jared Merchant involved. Stephen Heights. Of course, Jackson Samsel. Johnny Rapp as well. Johnny Rapp is just a magnet for wrecks tonight. Having the worst luck, it seems. He is going to lead the field behind the pace car as everybody comes in for their pit stops. See Tyler Barnett, Robert Bropes, Blake Hoppy, Sean Johnson, Jared Merchant, Stephen Heights, Jackson Samsel, Clifton Simmons, Jacob Sadowski all heading to the pit lane. Sam Stoner also heading in. Looks like Tyler is going to hold on to the net lead of this race. Johnny Rapp heading the field under the pace car. He did not pit this time around. Last pitted on lap 47 after some damage. Looks like the 88 car of Kevin Baumler a lap down right behind him. That 18 car as well. Derek Catt scored in the second position right now. I don't think he pitted as well. looks like he did not pit at all. And he's still got a clean car, so Derek Cat might be in a good spot to run an alternate strategy here. Assuming a couple more cautions in the night. Derek Cat in that second spot is currently up 14 spots from where he started, so that would be a hell of a result if he could hang on to that. That would be great. Tyler Barnett currently scored his P3, but in the net lead, considering the pit cycles here. Robert Brobst right behind him with Sam Stoner in that third spot. Last pitted lap 69. It looks like he came around one more time under caution. Got up to P6. Oh, and the green flag is going to come out. Johnny Rapp is going to start on the outside here. Get a great launch. The inside line didn't really go anywhere. Derek Cat on his old tires just couldn't get it off the line. Robert Brobst is in that second spot, sitting pretty with Tyler Barnett applying tons of pressure from that outside line. Heading into turn 1 and 2. So closing down on Robert Brobst. Trying to take the lead back of this race. A little scrape of the fence for the cars further down in the field. Looks like Robert's going to try to take the inside and defend a little bit, and that's going to send Tyler on the outside, but Tyler's a little too clever for that.
Oh,
able to
looks
hold
like
on
we
to
got
the
Robert
inside.
coming in on the inside of Johnny Rapp.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It looks like Johnny Rapp got a little bit loose, went a little bit wide.
Like he's doing again, and Tyler Barnett's right there too. He's going to take third away from Johnny Rapp here.
Wow.
Or excuse me, push Johnny Rapp back to third.
Johnny Rapp gets a little bit of the wall on those old tires. He pitted last on lap 47. So only about 15 lap difference. Oh, and another caution comes out. It looks like Derek Cat is involved. Stopped on the start-finish straight. Unfortunate to see. Let's go back and pull up a replay here. It looks like Sean Johnson is gonna stick it on the inside. Just gonna grab that spot from 18, and he's, just a little bit of oversteer, a little bit too wide. He's gonna collect 38, 51, and 420. 6-carb Dade Grajewski also gonna try to stop and avoid any damage. A lot of cars collected in that one. Jackson Samsel hanging on to that 7th spot. Looks like he also picked up some damage from that incident. He is gonna head for the pit lane on lap 79 here. Unfortunate to see after Jackson was running so well. I hope I didn't give him the old commentator's curse there. He was looking so strong all day. Unfortunate to see, just caught up in a couple of wrecks. Johnny Rapp up there in the 3rd spot under caution is on an alternate pit cycle here. It looks like he pitted 21 laps earlier than Tyler Barnett and Robert Brobst, who pitted on lap 68. A little bit more tire wear, and that's why we saw Johnny Rapp running a little bit higher lines and losing out just a little bit to all of these other runners that pitted on lap 68 and 69. Looks like Jackson Samsel's up in the booth with us.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Jackson. How are you doing? Unfortunate to see you caught up in that last incident. How'd it go?
Well, I assume you guys saw it, so I'm not going to describe the entire wreck, but it's my night over, so
Yeah,
I thought I'd just come in here and listen to y'all.
Well, you're always welcome to hang out up here in the booth with us. Yeah, I was rooting for you the whole way. You were running up there in the 3rd spot for the majority of this race, running so well. Unfortunate to see you get tagged like that and out of the race. But still, that was some awesome pace. That was an awesome job. And I want to see you come back stronger next week.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Jackson, I was proud of you tonight. I loved watching you run.
I really do appreciate that. Yeah, it was a great run until things just slowly started to go wrong. But that was one of I felt really good in the car. The setup was great. So I want to thank, I believe it's Team 53 who makes those, and they do a great job with those.
Yes, sirree. Shout out to Team
Good old
53 and Justin Laxton for
Justin
providing
Laxton.
those setups. Yep.
Beautiful setups. I've started racing some of them, and wow, they help.
That is great to hear. As the lights on the pace car are out, the field is just rounding turn 3 and 4. The pace car is going to peel into the pit lane. The green flag is out, and Robert Probst doesn't get a good jump. Tyler Barnett on that outside line. Just going to jump the start. Robert Probst hanging on to it, though.
Looks like Robert's going to get ahead of there. Tyler Barnett's going to try to look for the inside. Johnny Rapp moves back to 4th.
Hang on, here comes
Field's
Jared
looking pretty
Merchant
clean.
in the 2 car, coming around Johnny Rapp on those old tires.
Jared's up from 11th to 3rd on
Awesome
lap
jump from
84
him.
out of 125.
Oh, a little bit of a blink for Robert Probst.
That's not a good blinking spot.
He's been plagued by connection issues all night. Hopefully it doesn't affect us too badly. Tyler
That has
racing
been a
hard.
problem for Robert.
Yeah, we have seen it in a few races. You are right, Jackson.
Jackson, can you tell us anything that you've noticed about the track? Any little secrets that gained you that little extra speed to get you up to the front?
I can say on these fresh tires that almost all the field's experiencing right now, that middle line works. And I bet, give it 3 laps, Tyler's going to use that middle line. I can already see him trying to get into it. He's going to try and pass him right there on that top.
Interesting strategy.
New Smyrna is definitely a unique track in how it has super long straights but super tight corners. Almost a Martinsville type oval, where you see these interesting lines develop as the tires wear. And Tyler Barnett is going to look to the inside of turn 1 and 2 on Robert Probst in that 5 car. Just going to get to the bumper, but Robert holds enough momentum to keep him clear, keep Tyler at bay.
He's trying to drive into turn 3 on the high line and then cut down to get that run going into turn 1.
You're absolutely right. Interesting lines developing here. Again, Tyler sticking his nose in. Just trying to push Robert a little bit too wide and onto those marbles, and he does just that. Robert's going to tag the wall just a little bit. He's not going to lose too much momentum, though. Tyler's just biding his time. He's applying pressure very, very intelligently. The only thing more fun than watching Tyler Barnett run away with a gap is watching him chase down someone for the win. You can watch him. He's trying all different lines. He is just making sure he's in Robert's head right now.
You know what's even better than watching Tyler Barnett chase someone down for the win?
What's that, Jackson?
Watching all of the content on Backmarkers Racing social media pages.
Oh, there he goes with the plug. Check us out on facebook.com/backmarkersracing.
That was shameless.
That was shameless. And now Tyler's trying the top.
Beautifully
Like you said,
executed.
oh, Robert on the apron. Oh, Robert gets a little loose. Gets in front of Tyler Barnett there.
A little bit of a bumper there from Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's not afraid to give someone the bumper to get a win.
All's fair in love and racing, as they say. Tyler is just looking to that middle line, trying to cut down for the exit of 4. Trying to get a little bit of momentum on this 5 car. Let's not ignore the fight for 3rd as well. 32 car of Sean Johnson is right on the tail of Jared Merchant in that 2 car as well. 51
Might
of
wanna
Stephen
look at-
Heights also there, and Johnny Rapp and Blake Hoppy side by side for P5.
That's what I was gonna say. Blake got a penalty earlier, and he's trying to climb back through the field, and he is climbing through the field all right.
Oh, and the 88 goes around.
Low car.
88 looks like he just got tagged. And
Tyler's in the lead.
Sent a little bit wide. Looks like Tyler Barnett also took the lead there. Oh,
Caution, yellow
oh,
flag.
and the caution comes
yellow
out
flag.
as well. Let's take a look at a replay of Tyler Barnett passing Robert Bropes for the lead of this race. Tyler just taking that inside line, able to make it work. Robert just goes that little bit too high. Oh, Robert really stays with him for a few laps, cutting it real close. These two drivers are applying tons of pressure. Just going at it, but Tyler gets the lead as the caution comes out. Let's take a look at what caused that caution as well. It looks like Daniel Morris involved. Daniel Morris in that 0-0 Todd shot. Oh, it looks like Sam Stoner tagged 52 of Johnny Rapp, and that sent the 52 around. Looks like Daniel Morris just tagged the rear of Johnny Rapp as he was coming around. Fortunate to see. Let's go back to some live shots here and take a look at our leader, Tyler Barnett. Just got past Robert Bropes right before the caution came out here. Jared Merchant running strong in that third spot, up 8 positions from his starting position. Sean Johnson, P4, that 32 machine. And Stephen Heights rounding out the top 5 in that 51 car. Blake Hoppy, he's been up and down the field a few times tonight, but currently in that P6 spot with 25 laps to go. Looks like he last pitted on lap 79, so he's got fresher tires than the top 4. I think Blake Hoppy is the man that can put him to good use, so he's going to be one to watch in this last stage of the race. Hopefully we don't have too many more cautions as we cross the line on lap 101 of 125. And the new Smyrna, excuse me, the M99 GRAFX 125 Showdown at New Smyrna. And as a reminder, a little bit of cash going on the top 3. $10 for first, $5 for second, and $3 for third, courtesy of Nathan Gentry in the Backmarkers lead. Thanks to Nathan for putting up that prize money for our drivers. A little bit of skin in the game, as they say. And the lights are going to come out on the pace car. Tyler Barnett starting on that inside line. Robert Bropes on the outside. Let's see how it goes on this last stage of the race.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Tyler's going to get a great jump. Robert's going to be able to keep his nose in on the outside there. Oh, a little bit too hot coming in for Robert there. But he's hanging on. Still less than a 0.2 of a second gap in between these two drivers. Sean Johnson just sticking it on the outside of the 2 car as well. Looks like Jared Merchant is just going to try to clear him.
The yellow flag is out.
Still there, and the yellow flag comes out. It looks like Derek Catt, Andrew Cowell are involved. Pull up a replay. 18 car on the inside. Oh, and it looks like he's just going to clip the apron and get a little bit tight. And oh, it looks like Clifton Simmons and the 43 of Daniel Morris are also involved. 84 getting stuck in the wall. That's Daniel Morris as well. Unfortunate stack up there, just caused by a little bit of a mistake. Touching the apron and getting a little bit tight. Johnny Rapp is going to head into the pits on lap 106. Looks like he might try some damage repair. Maybe a new set of tires? in this late stage of the race.
Props to anyone who has tires left to use if you've gone without taking them for the last 105 laps.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Jackson. Is it one set of tires or two available for this race?
One on the car, one in the pits.
All right. So one tire change. I don't know if Johnny Rapp has another set of tires. He is going to head back out on the track. Still on the lead lap. Love to see it. Just ahead of the pace car there. Tyler Barnett still hanging on to the lead of this race. Robert Brope's doing a great job to hang on to second. Really giving Tyler hell. Hang on. Try to win this race. Jared Merchant and Sean Johnson in P3 and P4. Looks like quite a few cars have a little bit of damage. Blake Hoppy as well. The front of that car. A little bit bent up. Stephen Heights with some scrapes on the outside, but overall relatively clean. Dade Grajewski there with a little bit of a blink as well. Sam Stoner, a telltale mark on the bumper. That BMW grill giving away his damage there. 0-0 of Todd Schott with that all too familiar right front. Little clip of the wall. So easy to do here as the drivers are gonna line up double file. The lights on the pace car are gonna come out. We have one more pace lap to green. 109. We are gonna cross the line to start 110 of 125.
Only got 16 laps to go. Just gotta hope we don't wreck here. I know that's both of these leaders. That's exactly what they want. They want a green flag finisher.
Absolutely. Hopefully the field can keep it clean, and Tyler's going to get an awesome jump off of the restart. Robert Brope's getting a little bit hung up, and now Jared Merchant's on his inside, fighting for that second spot. Sean Johnson in his 32 car. Back there in P4.
Love this movement from Jared Merchant. Oh, looks like we got some spinning in the back.
Looks like Clifton.
A bit of a stack up, and the caution comes out once again. Looks like Derek Catt is involved, and Clifton and Dade Grajewski as well. Cautions breed cautions, you know what they say. Oh, looks like the 18 car is just going to get a little bit loose. A little bit too tight on corner entry, cuts through the grass. Car can't turn at that point, just sends him up into the wall. Unfortunate to see. Caution come out like that. Looks like the 420 car is going to get the wave around this time around. Get back onto that lead lap in P11. Tyler Barnett once again hanging on to the lead of this race. Dade Grajewski in that 8th spot is up 6 positions from his starting spot as well. Great run. We've had some attrition in this race. Still great to see that 6 car up where he is, doing as well as he is. Like you said, Jackson, those leaders are going to want to see a green flag run from here on out. We've got just about 11 laps to go. With what we've seen transpire, Blake Hoppy was our early pick. He's gone up the field, down the field, had a penalty, and came back up from there to P5. John Johnson also up there in P4 with some damage. We've had a lot of big movers up in this race. What's your lap 115 prediction for our winner? Jackson, go.
Oh, I don't think you can stop Tyler at this point. You gave him the lead. Robert's got the second chance. He didn't get a good start last time. He's going to have a chance to do it again. Get a good jump, get around the outside. That's his last chance, because if Tyler gets clear, it's over. So my prediction's Tyler.
Good call as we get round turn 3.
Green.
Green flag comes out, and once again, Tyler gets a great launch off the restart. Robert Bropes on that outside line. Jared gave him the old switcheroo, and the 2 car is on the inside now. 5 cars just able to hang on to it and clear him. Sean Johnson in that 32 cars just on the outside of the 2 car. And they're gonna get collected. Oh my goodness, it's carnage. The 65 involved. Jacob Sadowski in the 420 also gets collected. Oh wow, what just happened? Cautions really do breed cautions. We just cannot.
This is getting worse and worse.
You look at that, and then you look who's in third place, then it's Blake. I don't know where he came from.
2 car and 32 just got together a little bit. I think the 2 car got a little bit tight on that bottom line and pushed up the track into 32, and Sean Johnson had nowhere to go. Collected the 65 car, collected 420. I think 38 was also involved in that. So big chunk of the field taken out here in a late stage of the race. We have more and more attrition as the 32 car of Sean Johnson comes into the pit lane for some damage repair. Likely has a meatball flag. Sam Stoner popping up on my feed here, crashing again on the pace lap here. Perhaps pit entry gone wrong. But I guess this is a good opportunity to ask Mr. Brady who his pick for the win is. We got Jackson's pick of Tyler. How about you, Brady?
You know, I'm still gonna hold on strong to Blake Hoppy. He's P3 now. I mean, he's come all the way back from, didn't he get a black flag earlier? And now he's P3. He's right there on the leader's door.
That last caution definitely played into your pick's hand. I will definitely say that. Great job to Blake Hoppy to get back up to this P3 spot. He's been up and down the field all night. We're gonna cross the line for 5 laps to go. 1 more to green. Quick 4-lap sprint to the finish. Let's see if Tyler can hang on to this lead, or if Robert or Blake can make something happen. Stephen Heights also doing a great job. Up 4 spots. Oh no, it looks like Blake is gonna take the pit entry. Oh, he juked me. He got me. Never mind. He's
That was a good little move from Blake Hoppy there, messing with us.
He got me up in the booth. I can imagine what the other drivers are thinking. Gonna cross the line for 1 lap to green. The lights on the pace car are gonna come out.
This is Robert's final chance. He's got to get a good jump here.
You are absolutely right, Jackson. I think this is Blake's final chance, and Stephen Heights is thinking the same thing too.
Keep in mind, Tyler and Blake are in the same voice channel. We could see a restart that's counted down. That's what Tyler did for me when I was in 3rd. Could see Blake up into 2nd if he gets a good jump here.
Interesting point with the team dynamics as well as the pace car pulls into the pit lane. 13 car is going to get an awesome jump, and yes, it looks like 23 and Blake Hoppy is going to go with them, but it's just not enough, and Robert Brooks gets that inside line and slots into that 2nd spot. Blake Hoppy hanging on to 3rd, but the 51 car is going to tap the wall, and that's going to throw him a few spots back. And 52, Johnny Rapp is super loose out of turn 4, manages to keep it off of 32 of Sean Johnson as well. Gage Brzezowski in that 6 car a little bit loose. Jared Merchant hanging on to P4. Did well to avoid a couple incidents up in front of him. Robert Brobst and Blake Hoppy getting a little bit loose out of turn 4 and crossing each other up, and it looks like Blake Hoppy's going to cross over to the outside. Robert's going to hang on and defend that inside line. But unfortunately, they're going to lose out to Tyler, who's pulling out an 0.8 of a second gap. It looks like Blake Hoppy fell off a little bit too. Oh, there goes the checkered flag. I'm still commentating. Tyler Barnett takes the win. Oh man, I gotta open my eyes. Tyler Barnett does an awesome job of, he's just racing so hard. Can't even tell when he's done. Tyler Barnett, Robert Brobst coming home with that second spot. Awesome job. The top 3 are gonna line up for their celebratory photo. Blake Hoppy taking that 3rd spot. Awesome win for Tyler Barnett. Great job. Let us pull Tyler Barnett into this booth. Tyler Barnett, it's Jay Jackson and Brady up in the booth. You got us. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, you guys got me in there quick. I was not ready for that, but thank you anyways.
Didn't mean to catch you off guard, but that was just such a dominating win. Every restart, you were able to pull out such a huge gap. How did you do it?
So the inside lane here has always been the way to go, especially for restarts. I was trying to get outside because Jackson and I were in a chat together, and I was trying to let him try to get a jump on Robert. But if I was able to get a decent enough start on the inside, I'd be able to at least get close to clear on the outside out of turn 2, and then turn 3 and 4 I was able to get clear. But other than that, I mean, just got lucky on some starts. I started in 2nd gear. I know that Robert started in 1st, so initially he had the jump on me, but as we legged down the straightaway, I was able to just open up a tiny bit, just enough to get clear at sometimes.
Interesting insight with that 1st and 2nd gear discrepancy. We definitely saw it up here in the booth where Robert got that initial jump, but you were able to make it work on the inside. You were able to make it work on the outside. Those restarts were just fantastic. And once you got the jump, you were able to just run away with it. Brady, you got anything for Tyler here?
Yeah, Tyler, proud on how you ran today. You ran a good, solid race. You're fast. You stayed in front as with all the cautions. Is there anything you'd like to say about the car? How it felt tonight?
I mean, the setup was good, car was good. I love this track. This is one of my better tracks. I don't know why I've just gelled so well with this track, but this place in USA, the 2 Florida tracks, I mean, I've always just been better here than other tracks. So Logan Monteith helped me out. I know he's not here tonight, but he's definitely helped me out, pushed me to be better at these tracks because this is also his favorite track as well. So just experience around these tracks, experience around this facility here, and and just trying to get on the wheel. I did a 14-to-1 ratio too as well, which I think saved my right front. I was expecting a little bit longer runs, so that's why I didn't open up a gap huge right away. Even though I know the car had the speed in it, I just couldn't push it that hard because I was having to turn too much. But I was able to hold off for just a little bit, and then I know Rob and I put on a really good show for you guys for a couple laps there. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Jackson, you got anything for Tyler as well?
He's heard my voice enough tonight.
He's up in the booth too.
Oh yeah, Jackson had some bad luck, so joined us a little earlier than we would have liked to, but always fun to have him around.
Hey, like I said, I had him in a chat too, so look at that. I didn't even know you were up in the booth, Jackson, and I'm talking good about you.
Mm-hmm.
Loves to see it. Love this inter-team work. This is just great to see. Congrats on your win, Tyler. That was an awesome job. I will throw you back in the general chat. Let's see if we can pull Mr. Robert Brobst himself. It's Jay, Brady, and Jackson up in the booth. You got us. Congrats on that P2.
Yeah, I got you. It was a good run at a track that, for some reason, I'm good at.
Yeah, you did.
I don't understand why I have speed here.
You did awesome tonight, man. You were running P2 that whole race, really giving Tyler hell. Talk me through the restarts. Tyler mentioned that he was restarting in 2nd gear and you were starting in 1st. Did you feel the advantage there?
I was in 2nd.
Oh, you
I was
were.
in second.
Interesting. Okay.
I was timing him really good, just like guessing when he was gonna take off is all I could really say.
Yeah, you guys did an awesome job going side by side and just slicing and dicing, trying to get past each other all over the place.
Yeah, that
Great
side by
stuff.
side run just before the halfway like wreck or caution, whatever you want to call it. There, I angered the right front tire gods, and I was
Yeah.
praying for another caution to come out soon for tires.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of screaming tires out there in the field tonight. That's absolutely true. Interesting to see that it caught you out as well, but you were still able to hang on to that P2 for that whole race. That was an awesome job. Brady, got anything for Robert?
Robert, good running
I-
from you tonight.
Yeah, I
I
have.
love watching you race.
I've got my Lady Luck on the hood. It's a throwback to one of my real life racing schemes from like 2003, I think. And every go kart I had that Lady Luck sticker like on it somewhere. So I had to go find it on the internet when I got into iRacing and made my own schemes.
That is awesome. We're getting a good view of it on this replay here. Looking good, and I'm loving that Chrome 5 as well. Great paint scheme. Awesome job.
Yeah.
Jackson, you got anything for Robert as well?
I don't. Good run.
Hey, thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and I guess thanks to Logan, even though he didn't show up today, for sponsoring the event with M99 GRAFX this evening.
Absolutely, yes. Thanks to M99 GRAFX. Check them out on Instagram at M99_GRAFX. Robert, congrats on your P2. I will throw you back in the general chat. Thanks for chatting with us. Let's see if we can grab Mr. P3 himself. Is Blake Hoppy still with us? It looks like he might not be.
Yeah,
All right,
looking like he's not.
Looks like we're just gonna get to talk to the top two here, unless you want to pull someone else in. I'll give you free reign, Brady. Who do you want to talk to? Oh, it looks like
Really
Tyler
hoping
jumped
forward
in as
to
well.
talk to Blake Hoppy tonight.
Blake Hoppy left, unfortunately, so I'm going to take his spot, and I want to say thank you to all my sponsors as well. Martin Sports 906, I think .com. You can go there, get some nice sim racing gear. It was on the card tonight. Looked very, very pretty out there. That number 13 done by Mr. Blake Hoppy, another one of our sponsors / our team, Evil Empire Sim Sport. Check that out. Dang. How about that transition into all the sponsors? I want to thank Team 53 as well for providing all the setup for the league. They've been honestly fantastic, every single one of them, even the one where I died at North Wilkesboro. That was just on me. But, I mean, can't thank him enough for taking his hard-earned time and just making us some nice old setups here. And then, I mean, just thank God this whole league has been blowing up. I mean, 18 cars again, so very, very awesome to see. And I can't wait for USA. I think that's one of my favorite short tracks next to Irwindale. And then as for Blake Hoppy, I'll be Blake for a second. Thank you to Evil Empire Sim Sport and Logan Monteith for learning or teaching me how to make paint schemes, and I'm learning off of him. I ran up inside the top 10 quite a bit tonight, and unfortunately got caught in a lot of incidents, so I had a little bit of damage. I think it was like 3 minutes of repairs in the pit lane, but I didn't stop for it. I just took out the junker, and we made do with it, and that's another podium for Evil Empire Sim Sport, and I can't wait to get a win up in here. I'm going to go challenge Tyler Barnett. I'm going to wreck him next week.
Oh, yeah, you should totally do that. That Tyler guy totally deserves it.
For real. He stole my dog.
Oh man. Yeah, Blake was Brady's pick real early on, and just watched him go up and down the field. That was nerve-wracking. So to see him come back to P3 in the end, that was an awesome show. And yeah, anything.
Yeah, man, he's just great at tire wear. I mean,
He's
is
the
one
tire
of the best ones
whisperer
in the league. I think so, man. I think he's the best guy at conserving tires. I always get worried when I'm out front, especially if he's like 4th or 5th, because I know he's just saving them. And then I know I'm trying to hold off the guy behind me, so I'm pushing a little bit, wearing out my tires just a little bit more, and then I know he's just lurking.
Oh yeah, Blake's good at the mind games. Yep. All right. Let's...
But also thank you guys as well for broadcasting. I watched Five Flags and the ones before that as well, and you guys just do a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, we are just up here having fun, having a little bit of fun on a Monday night with some late models. I will take this opportunity to say thank you to all of the sponsors of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. And we'll start with ReScreened. If you're in the Southwest Florida area and are in need of a pool enclosure or lanai, check out ReScreened LLC. They're offering a 3-year warranty with a bubble-free guarantee. Thanks to ReScreened LLC for supporting the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. And Team 53, if you're looking to improve your understanding of cars and tracks on iRacing, look no further than Team 53. Team 53 has a driver development program to help you get faster on iRacing. Team 53 also offers setups for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Check out facebook.com/team53wi for more information on how to sign up. And last but certainly not least, we have to give a big thank you to Logan Monteith at M99 GRAFX for being the title sponsor of the M99 GRAFX 125 Showdown that we saw here tonight. Check out the M99 GRAFX paint showroom on Instagram at M99_graphics. That is M99_GRAFX. I want to thank all of our drivers. I want to thank my co-hosts here, Brady Powers, Jackson Samsel. I have been Jay Bast, bringing you the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Come back this time next Monday for USA Speedway. It's going to be a fun one. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.